By the end of this video, you will know exactly how much money out of pocket I had to use to buy my 5th investment property. Let's go ahead, take a look. Here it is. This is the packet from the title company. A title company is where you will do your closing. They have what you call a settlement statement in here. We'll go over that. We'll go over the first thing I did and explain to you every single move that I had to make in order to close this property. First, all the stuff that you know is the BRRRR method: buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. That's the big part of it. But this is the part people don't really talk about. It's the upfront cost. So the first thing that I had to get after we get it under contract, we want to get an inspection. Now, most lenders, definitely your regular lenders, your traditional financing lenders, is going to require an inspection. So to make sure that there's no major problems and so forth. So I knew that there was somewhere between $25,000 and $30,000 worth of work. So we get the inspection to just make sure that there's nothing crazy there. As we expected, nothing. It actually came back maybe a little bit better. So inspection. The inspection cost me $400. It could have been as little as $350, but because it was an older house, we did get a termite inspection. Now, there are some hard money lenders, which is what I use, that does not require an inspection. Or if you're buying cash, it does not require an inspection. Let me be clear about that. But with my lender that I use, it does require an inspection. So we got the inspection. Inspection passed. Great. So after we determine the value, and we do the SOW, the lender puts together everything else they need. So before closing, the next step will be the appraisal. So if I said the house was worth, there's two different things with the appraisal. There's the as is and there's the ARV, the after repair value. So I purchased it for $85,000. I got it under contract for $85,000. The as is appraisal comes back at $95,000. So we're already $10,000 up there. I was expecting $155,000 to $160,000 of the ARV, and it came back at $163,000. So this met all our metrics. So for the appraisal, it's usually somewhere between like $500 and $700. I'm gonna look on my sheet here. I'm not exactly sure where it's at. Appraisal fee. Did they put it on there? Trust me, I definitely paid for it. It's just about where it was at in the loan fee, according. Well, anyways, appraisal is one of them things that, depending on the company, they'll send their appraisal out. So it's usually from $500 to $700 for an appraisal fee. Sometimes you can get these appraisal fees waived. Sometimes you can't. Trust me, I once paid for 3 different appraisals on a house at $700. No, sometimes it depends on the type of house, size of the house, the duplex. I paid $700. So this one was $500 to for the appraisal. So what are we at now? $450 plus $500. We're at $950 out of pocket. So before closing, you will also get require insurance. So your lender will tell you what kind of insurance you need. Being that this was a flip or investment property, you will have to get some special insurance. So the insurance comes out to, you got to pay 1 month up front in my case, and that was $150. So after that, that will be a monthly of $108. So $108, $400, or 400. Let me get that correct. It was $500 for the appraisal. That was actually $400 for the inspection, so that's $900, and another $150 for the insurance, upfront insurance costs. So right now we're at $1,050. That is cost out of my pocket or out of the company's pocket to pay. So the next thing is, at closing, you're going to have to pay your down payment and your closing costs. So we'll break down. This is called a settlement statement. So on this, I'm going to go over this, but there's the description of what you're paying, and then there's the sellers, and there's the borrowers. I'm just going to go over the borrowers today because that's the position I was in. So big thing is kind of crazy. They're going to charge you taxes up front. They'll do a proration, which cost me $574. Then they will charge, they give me they also put on there $24.25 a fall property tax credit, and that was $12.88. Now that was in the credit box. In the debt part, the interest reserve and construction reserve $32,000, loan fees $1,700, flood certification fee. If you'll notice really quickly, there's a lot of fees. E-courting fee $10. Encroachment lien loan policy $50. Endorsement 22 $50. And endorsement 8.1 $50. Closing fees for the title company $150. Courier service fee $75. Now, do you really think a courier service fee to deliver some paperwork is $75? Yeah, right. Lender, National Title Insurance Company, $35. Buyers, Title Insurance Company, $25. Cyber technology fee. Come on, you can't be serious. Document service fee, $195. Lender coverage, $140. Title TIEFF fee, and then you pay a commission if you have an agent, and then you have recording fee from the county and a sales disclosure fee from the county of $130 total. So the full breakdown is the debt would be $121,073. Credit would be $1,111, $384. So that's a grand total out of my pocket at closing is $9,688. So let's do the math. I cannot do that math in my head, even though it's actually kind of simple. And my tablet's good. All right, very prepared. So anyways, you have the $9,688 plus the $1,050. So that puts us at about $10,750 total out of pocket. So basically with my lender, it's a 10% down payment. So that's basically what, with all the fees and stuff and taxes, tax credits and all that kind of stuff, that's what it comes down to. So I bought that property for basically a little bit over $10,500 out of pocket. Now I know that everybody doesn't have $10,000 in their bank account, so that's why I'm going to make another video. You follow the channel, I'm going to tell you how to get money for this down payment for your $0 out of pocket. And if you follow the BRRRR method correctly, you can do this over and over again.